Yo, Wagwan people, top of the morning show, and we're back. It's me, Isaac, with the hairline. Hashtag I need a barber. Man's here with Miss Charlie.
Hey, what you saying, guys?
We out here. We out here.
So talk to me because
Listen, yeah, from one L to another L in the
why is
space
this
of
guy's name in our mouth so much lately, please? Why?
24 to 48 hours.
Hmm.
Sean Wayne, as you used to call him. Remember? Sean.
You're actually a wallad.
Remember when you used to call him Sean Wayne?
I was like, is it supposed to be like Sean, like Tion, like Tion, like what's it supposed to be? Like, is it a play on John Wayne? Okay, anyway, we'll leave that there.
Yeah. So anyway,
That
now,
was a while ago, a very long time ago.
man like Tion Wayne went to was kind of on a mad one today.
Well, I
So
mean, this is his new thing. This is his new thing these
he's
days.
everywhere at the
Anyway,
moment.
let's
So
go.
let me read. So Mimi the blogger, he's quite a popular blogger in the UK.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mimi. She goes, name me one UK rapper that dated a black girl. I want to see something. Obviously, that would have sparked anybody's eyebrows as soon as that tweet was put out. But
Mm.
Tion Wayne goes, me, and look where that got me. Rappers take note. That's
Mm.
peak. So obviously we'll leave that there and then we'll come back. Then he goes on to say, I'm ready, let's go, ring the bell. So he was ready for the aftermath anyway. He knew that the aftermath was coming. Then he goes,
Yeah.
you think I can ever stop loving black women? You lot don't try me. It's just a joke about one bad situation. Calm down, mate. Every girlfriend I've ever had is black. Then he goes, come for me. I'm ready this morning. Let's go. Ring, ding, ding. So obviously he's already aware of what's going to happen. Then someone calls him a Miss November, calls him a loser. You know, you literally said rappers should not date black women. So all of this is pure whatever, Olodo. Um, and then he goes, agenda rappers date who they want. Don't really know what that meant. Then he goes, who the F is on me? And then somebody says, if you want your peace, pay Lani and say sorry.
Mm.
Obviously, he said, shut the whatever up. Then then he went on to say, I love black women, I support black women, I uplift black women, shit black women. Any relationship I've had, black women. That tweet was a joke. Next. So, and I think he
So,
started deleting some Twitter messages. This is
Tion
another
Wayne.
L. This is just another L. I mean, he probably did it for banter. And obviously, you know, the black women obviously decided to get at him, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I feel like in this instance, yeah, a lot of people that, for example, I was watching a Christina Aguilera video yesterday. I'll use that actually as an example. I was watching a Christina Aguilera video back in the day that she got with Little Kim. Now she's talking about, you know, men and, you know, not giving her freedom of speech, blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
I found it very interesting that the men that was used when she was saying all those lines were black.
Okay.
And I don't think she's ever dated a black man, Christina Aguilera, to that fact.
Wait, are you sure?
I said, I don't think so. Because I know that she's married. She's been married for a long time to a white guy. For a long
But so why was she out here out in black men? I'm confused.
Well, this is it. So this is what I'm trying to say. Let me finish. The lyrics, you know the song that she's got with Little Kim, and you know all the digs and that. It's like she's in the hood. But the video when she's in the hood,
I don't think I've heard it or seen it, to be honest
right?
with
It's an
you. I'm
old
not
school
familiar
tune. But
with that.
anyway, cut the long story short, it's like women can trash black men, right, or make jokes or bring up a topic, right? Tion Wayne decided to make a joke, and it's like all hell breaks loose. Is it an issue if a black person makes a comment about dating black women like as a stereotype, but it's a joke? Is that a problem?
Is it a problem? I dare say, yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. And I think it's because Black women, I mean, I'm mixed race, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I can't talk for every Black person. I mean, some people would say I can't talk for Black people at all, but I have my opinion. I'm not gonna air it, okay? But I think when it comes to Black women, not only are we struggling to get equality as a woman, but then as a Black person in general, and then to be a Black woman, I think the struggle is different. And I think even like, I don't want to get too deep, but even within it, and the issues with colorism and like darkism, and the issues between like, you know, being light and being dark, and the issues that we have in the media, the issues that we have in the modeling industries and the advertising industries, like it's an issue, and Black women become tokenized when the time is right. So like, okay, it was just a joke, whatever, blah 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 blah. But realistically, there are some like, you know, there are some Black women out there who have been dragged because of the way they look, and it's not fair for people to be making jokes and to be, you know, thinking it's funny to just be out here saying like, well, look where that got me, huh? No one else do that. Big mistake. Like, okay, you were joking, fair enough, but still,
if he was, because
it's not a big mistake. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you got with Lani, that's on you, my friend.
but
That's
he
on
owes
you.
Lani P.
But this is the thing, you should know what she's like. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Lani, but that's her character. She's an animated person. She's out here, like, so you really went to, you know, one Black woman, and you're gonna at her and talk about all Black women. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? No. So I don't think it's okay to be running jokes, and I do think there are issues with it, because obviously people have been offended because people are replying to that message and feeling some type of way. So Tion, come on, my friend. When are you? When will it end? Is this a ploy? Are you coming out? Are you dropping something new? Have I missed something? Is there something new coming? Is he? I mean, I know Twitter is the place to chat some ish. Do you know what I mean? I have friends. I don't really use Twitter all that often. I mean, I grab some news from there now and then, but you know, I don't really use it like that. But I have brethren who use it and they chat the most smack. And I'm like, what you out here saying you want to SMD for? I don't know if you know what that means. It's what my brethren say. Fellatio. Why are you out here saying you can't wait to do fellatio? And now you're out here cussing because people are outing you. You can come to me then. Then Twitter is the place to be a troll, isn't it? It's the place to chat rubbish. So I guess if you know, you have to take that into consideration to some degree. But at the same time, I think he knew he had to write that second tweet about, you know, I love Black women, you know, whatever.
Definitely.
Nah, shit, Black women. Like, no, leave it out. I hear what you're trying to say, but leave it out. Because if you really did love Black women, you wouldn't have said your first comment in the beginning, joke or no joke. You would have taken seriously the struggle that Black women go through. And when it comes to relationships now, and it comes to like specifically the issue of Black men not wanting to date Black women, I think it's I think that's your personal preference. Do your thing. But don't paint or tarnish all Black women with the same brush. Don't paint or tarnish all white women with the same brush. Just don't do it in general, because you're gonna find that these stereotypes that you think you're gonna catch it in the worst way. Because I've got plenty of white friends who are much more outspoken, much more raggo, will put up with absolutely no rubbish from a man, more so than some of my Black friends. And I don't think it's got anything to do with race. I don't. Like, yes, there are cultural differences and we will take that into consideration. I get it. But then, like, on the flip side, like, I know Black men who won't date specifically, he won't even date other Black women other than his own culture because of the cultural differences. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think don't bash women, like, and don't paint all women with the same brush. Like, don't do that. That's just dumb. And of course you're going to offend some people's feelings. Like, don't be an idiot. Of course you will. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, clap back, ladies. Do what you want, because, you know, he put it out there. He has to hear it now. That's it. He said he's ready. He said, ding, ding, let's go.
Yeah,
so, I mean, if you're out there, Go and hit up Tion. Give him a piece of your mind because he's dinging ready. So do your thing. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, he says it's a joke. Okay, cool.
I mean, black men get trashed a lot,
Whatever.
and black men get trashed by all types of women and walks of life. You know, other people.
I don't disagree. I do not disagree.
Black men get trashed by all women across the planet. First of all, right, and then men from other cultures pointing the finger at black men for every single thing that we do. So when women say, "Oh, black men are trash," and there seems to be like a general consensus of, yeah, women can say that. But
No,
yeah,
I don't.
I'm not saying you agree. I understand you disagree. There's a general consensus here that, you know, women can say that. But I don't believe he said it. I don't believe he said it as a joke. I think he had to come around and say, you know what, it's just a joke. But I don't 100% believe it. I don't believe him that he said it as a joke. But I think he felt it, and I think he meant it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. His situation with Lani is a bit peak. Like,
yeah, but he owed her 8 bags.
Out here, no, but that's no reason for you to say what you said. Like,
he owed her 8 bags. If he just pays her the 8 bags, yeah, she'll just be quiet and move forward. At first, I did think Lani was a bit nuts. I did, but as you get to kind of just understand the story, if she really did give the man 8 bags, yeah, even if you was down and out and your pride is too much to say before that I didn't have the money to pay it back, you got tunes with Stormzy, fam. You got dough. Just pay the girl damn back her 8 bags and be done with that. Be a man about it. Just pay her back. Just pay her back. After you pay the 8 bags, what else is Lani gonna say that anybody wants to hear?
Well,
do you know what I mean? And I think with the black women thing, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't make jokes about black women, but I know that black women make jokes about black men too. I know they do. Do you know what I mean? In our culture, we all cuss each other. Yeah.
I mean,
and it's not. You can't tell me that you don't have, you know, culturally black friends. We cuss each other, but it's not to me. If as a black man, if I cuss, I'm not gonna go on social media potentially and cuss a black woman, right? But I might just be chilling. I might just be with my brethren and say, oh, you know, black women give stress and laugh about it. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that's okay, though. I don't think that's okay. I really don't. I really, really don't. And I like personally, I don't even have friends who say black men are this. Like, yes, I will admit, I have friends who will say like men are trash. I will have friends who say like, you know, men will take the mick. You'll give them an inch, they'll take them out. Like, I get that. I have friends, and I personally in my lifetime for sure have said, you know, I'm done with men, you know, through my own personal experiences from what had happened in relationships and so on. I'm done with them. I don't want no relationships. I don't want to yeah, I get it. But never have I said like, black men are this and black men are that. And if my friends were to say black men are this and black men are that, I'm going to catch them and be like, what are you talking about? You know that, furthermore, I don't know what it is they'd be saying, but hypothetically, all men, you can like pull up traits of men. I'm not going to lie. And maybe you might want to argue with me on that one, but I will. And I'll be like, you know what? Like, there are issues. There are issues in society in the way we raise men. In the way we raise men, like to not really understand their emotions, to not, you know, to this idea of what a man should be, from especially from our parents' perspective or from their era, is completely different to the type of men that women want today. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I just do not agree that we should be bashing people on their race. I don't even think we should be bashing people on their sex, but there we have it. And I think when it comes to race, it's a lot more, and when it comes to black women in particular, it's different.
I think it's the same for black women and black men. We get it the most. I don't think there's any, and I to be fair, I think black men. No,
I think the difference is, I'm not trying to say that black women get it more than black men, but I think what you have to realize is, as a man, you still have privilege over a woman, even in today's society.
I disagree. Yeah.
You disagree, but there are so many jobs out there that men are still getting paid more for doing the same job as a woman. There are still so many jobs out there that a man will get that a woman can't get. That doesn't make sense.
Black man more time. You might be talking about white men, yeah? that will get
No, I'm talking
more.
about men in general. Like, I
But see,
understand
when
that
people
there is a
can't.
complete difference
No,
between
I
privilege of a
disagree.
white man and privilege of a black man.
Black
I will
man don't
not.
have no privilege. Black man don't. First of all, black man is slave. Yeah, black man was slave for 400 to 500 years. These guys categorically took us out. Yeah, and what they do.
Did that not happen to women too? Did that not happen to
Yeah,
black women
but
as well?
what white men think what these supremacists, because not all white men, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what these supremacist people try and do, yeah, is, for example, they're shook of black man, yeah. For example, James, I was looking, like, for example, even if I just think of for example, I watch Suits, yeah.
Okay.
The owner of the business is a successful black woman, great, and I'm not complaining that it should have been a black man, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Harvey, white guy, is taking orders from a black woman, and over the period of time in history, yeah, even slave times, the slave owner would never listen to the black man, yeah, he would always listen to the black woman,
But
yeah,
how do you know that?
because you can read this in text. You can read this
Okay,
in
show
text.
me the text.
I'll send
Show
you
me,
text on the next interview. In the next
because
program.
I've never heard that during slavery, master or whoever would listen to the black women. Listen
Of
to
course,
them.
and he would even, for example, Master would even give the black woman, like, he would give his child, for example, taking breast from a black woman. Like, a black woman was there,
Is
and,
that
and black women. Let me finish. And
that is not
black women, yeah, black women. Let me finish. Black women saved a lot of black men during slavery just because of that.
okay?
Just because of that.
Just because of what? Because they were
For
able to
example,
breastfeed.
no, not because of the breastfeeding. Due to the fact of, for example, the slave master would overlook the black man and speak to the black woman. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. If you should watch something called Hidden Colors. Yeah, and
Right.
let that. It's about an 8 hour or 10 hour thing, but explains
Yeah.
to you how the thing really went. Black man has always been annihilated from this.
But listen, I would never, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm never gonna sit down and say like that black men didn't struggle. And actually, I don't think there's any point in trying to argue about whether black women or black men struggled more. But I think
Yeah, of course.
what we can't do is start to undermine the struggle of somebody else because of the struggle of somebody else. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't be, even me and you, we shouldn't be sitting down here arguing if black men have been struggling more than black women, or black women have been struggling more than black men, and then start taking it back to slavery, because actually both black women and black men were struggling.
That's it.
All
Yeah,
of
I
it.
agree. We're just
You see
debating.
what
We're
I'm
not
saying?
arguing.
But the issue is that as a black woman, I should never be out here down talking my black men, and vice versa. And it's okay to have preference. Do you see what I'm saying? It's okay to be like, as a black man, I'm honest and I like white women. Like, be honest, be out here. There's nothing to be ashamed of that you like white women. But it is now an issue when you begin to say, I prefer black women. I mean, I prefer white women because black women are loud, or black women are aggressive, or black women are bossy, or black women. That is an issue. That is an issue, because I know plenty of black women who are not those stereotypical things that you seem to think they are.
I agree. I'm talking
Vice
about.
versa. It's not okay for a black woman, or even anybody, to be fair. It's not okay for you to be sitting down saying, "Oh, black men are this," or "Black men are trash," or "Black men are lazy," or "Black men are what." No, you don't. And I won't. I couldn't sit down and allow somebody to speak like that to me or around me. It doesn't. It's not gonna. It's not gonna end well, because we're gonna end up arguing if that's really how you think. Do you know what I mean? But I just think in this instance here, Tion, allow it. Your second comment of, you want to raise black women, you want to, uplift black women, stick with that. And actually do some research and ground yourself in that, because realistically, we don't want to be out here causing issues among our own community when we have enough issues trying to integrate into society as a community. It doesn't even make sense to be arguing within. It doesn't make sense to me. It's jarring. And like, I did touch upon, like, colorism, because I think we need to address that issue in our community of African and Caribbean and within our culture and stuff, there has always been an issue with like light skin and dark skin and this and that and this and that, and it goes beyond African and Caribbean, like even Asia, and you know, there's so many different places where the darker your skin, the worse you are treated. So that is an issue in itself. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think within our community, we need to cut it out, understand and respect everybody's struggle. Do you see what I'm saying? Like as a plus size mixed race model, it vexes me. It vexes me when I'm used as a token black person, and I'm like, no, I have so many gorgeous dark skinned friends who will be out here repping for my community. Why is it that you have all these white models and they're me one? Am I to fit your black quota? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't like that. Yes, like I've done plenty of shoots where there's been loads of gorgeous black women, and I've been able to make some amazing friends, and you know, we've been able to represent the full, like, I don't know if you want to say embody the full I don't know, depiction of our race, if I'm even using the right words here, like representation is what I'm trying to say. But it just jars me that even till today, we will complain at how we are treated by other people, but we will be out here treating each other like crap. It doesn't make sense. We are not to be joked about. Are we a joke? You're not a joke. I'm not a joke. We're not a joke. Do you see what I'm saying? We are a lot more than that. And yes, we have struggles. And yes, we have to respect that within our community, there will be different struggles. You know?
I hear that.
So, Tion, behave, mate. Come and chat to us on top of the morning, because honestly, we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat.
All right, guys, tell us what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. You know where I'm at on Twitter. You know where Charlie is on Instagram. Let us know what you think. Tion, I don't know what marketing PR scheme you're on, but it's working. You've got people like me and Charlie chatting. At
least it gets us chatting, boy.
I do think it was a joke. I don't think he said it from a place of insensitivity, but I understand how insensitive it is to put something like that on social media with his followers, and you've got young men that may want to aspire to be like him and be influenced at the fact that he's saying that, and for these young guys to think, forget that. So, but we'll touch on that on our show maybe tomorrow, about rappers opting to never go with black women because of some stigma. I think we should talk about that tomorrow. She's already shaking her head because she knows what time it is. I'm
shaking my head because I'm done with it. Like, I'm so done with it. I don't think, like, if it's a preference, okay, cool. If you're just out here stigmatizing people, like, more fool you. More for you, especially as a black man. When you came from a black woman, was your childhood traumatic? You know what? Yeah, let's get into it. Whoa, okay, let's do it.
That's the L. That's an L for the day. Tion Wayne getting at black women. It's an L.
It's the latest L, guys. It's the latest L.
It's the latest.